Hi there, my name is Beck and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And I woke up this morning and I saw the news had dropped that Ruby Rose had left. She's left Batwoman. Now, I've never seen Batwoman. I've never seen it at all, but I know it's, well, I don't know. I've heard it's absolutely awful. You know, very important thing there. Know what you know. That's a really important lesson in life, to know what you know and know what you don't know. Like, so I don't know it's really terrible because I've never seen it, but I assume it is. So anyway, it's really of no interest to me at all because I'm out of the CW DC verse. I'm really not interested at all. I used was it the Crisis on Infinite Earth as my my jumping out point. You know, Arrow to finish, and Arrow was kind of like a guilty pleasure because it's kind of a stupid show. So I was just kind of out altogether of the CW, and so I was like no interest. And then I heard how awful it was, and I saw her. Oh my god, I saw her in the Crisis. God, she's awful. She's absolutely, but apparently she's gone. She's gone. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I still have things I give away on this channel. Give stuff away every week. If you want to win something, hit the subscribe button. Even if you don't want to win something, hit the subscribe button. If you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. If you also dislike what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. If you are ambivalent about what I'm doing, you know what you should do? Hit the subscribe button, because maybe I'll move you in one way or the other. Anyway, I'm very, very grateful for everybody who subscribes. Go check the video notes. There's a Doctor Who audio adventure you can download starring Nicholas Briggs. But you can also win stuff. I give stuff away every week on the channel. This one is actually a bit late. I meant to give it away on Sunday, but I forgot. I was on a stream. I was too tired, actually. Did we have the stream on Sunday? I normally give these away on Sundays when I'm on the TARDIS with Noel. Next time I'm on with him, I'm giving away. What am I giving away? Doctor Who, Carnival of Monsters. A fabulous Doctor Who story from 1973. Starring Jon Pertwee as the Doctor. Lots of that sort of music all the way through. All you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel and then leave the hashtag Miniscope. Miniscope, check the video notes. It'll give you everything you need to know. Fine! So again, it's kind of like this obligation of every YouTuber in Fandom Menace, anyway, to report about Ruby Rose leaving Batman. And the question is she taking the fall for the absolutely terrible ratings that Batwoman has been getting? I should pull up the ratings. 1 second. There we go. Fine. So if you can still see on the screen, they're pretty bad. They started at 1.86 million, which is low, which is very, very, very low. And then it got worse. Then they lost 22% the first week, then another 15%. It kept going down and down and down. It got to as low as 0.634 million people watching, and I can't believe it got renewed. Then it went up to, by the season finale, it went up to 0.739. Hardly renewable figures whatsoever, but you know that's what. So you know, obviously this is a show. Well, obviously, again, I don't know. I never seen it. I never bothered to see it because everything they said about it was awful. You know, that trailer they put out for it was just like, oh god, so cringe when she's looking at the Batman batsuit and you know what would make this better if it was made for a woman. So like the whole thing was just awful. And then I saw her for the first time when in the Crisis crossover, and oh my god, it was worse than they said. It was like, firstly, the costume is weird. The head is so big, and like compared to her body, a tiny little body. And then, but they didn't. I just assumed she'll be good at doing the fighting stuff because obviously that's kind of the thing you need to do. But there was terrible, just like close-ups of her going. So I don't know if it's any. It was like that in the TV. But everybody who watches the TV show says it's absolutely awful. So is she taking the fall for the terrible ratings and the failure of the show, or is she jumping? You know, who knows? Who knows? Or dare stream. So again, let's read this story together. Again, this is from somebody who really doesn't know anything about Batwoman other than I don't want to watch it, but I do want to watch it fail. That's a funny admission. Okay, let's read this together. Here we go. Batman actress Ruby Rose has officially exited the CW show. Rose stated, "I have made the very difficult decision to not return to Batwoman next season." Did you, though? Did you make the decision? Or did you jump? I mean, look, there's a lot of reasons why you may have quit. You might have just found the production schedule to be grueling. You might not like the costume. You don't like the character. There's like lots of things. You just didn't like the character. You don't like the show. And the show's this. No, it's not like it's doing you great things for your career now, is it? It's like it's really bad. So there's lots of reasons why you might want to go. But equally, you may be the one taking the fall for the new ratings and the terrible ratings, not the new ratings. Well, I guess they're kind of new. Taking the fall for the ratings, and they're going to recast. Well, let's read it together. Let's move. She added, "This is not a decision I made lightly, as I have the utmost respect for cast, crew, and everyone involved with the show, both in Vancouver and in Los Angeles." So that's just, agent PR speak. Yeah, please give me another job somewhere. Her statement continued, "I am beyond appreciative to Greg Berlanti, who certainly didn't Me Too me in any way, and please don't let anybody intimate that." Greg Berlanti, Sarah Schechter, I think, Caroline Dries, for not only giving me the incredible opportunity, but for welcoming me into the DC universe they are so beautifully created. Well, they did. I have to tell you, I always liked the CW DC unit. I always enjoyed it until until it went totally painfully woke. The last thing I was watching was Flash, and it's just the same every freaking year. And now just with all this grating. I don't want to use the word feminism because it's not feminism. It's all this tokenism. It's always it's basically it's the same thing. Arrow. They really want to make all these juvenile action adventure shows that really should appeal to 8-year-old boys. They really just want to lead them all with women, and the reason I want to lead them with women is because they've been very, very bad to women. I think to everybody else in the entertainment industry for the last 100 years. And then all of a sudden, somebody noticed. I mean, we all knew about the casting couch. We all knew. I mean, really? Yeah, I don't think anybody was surprised by it. I just think maybe by hearing about it. Who knows? Who knows what made it? But anyway, they've been on this guilt free fall, and they haven't wanted to make themselves appear bad in any way. So they've they basically just been saying, "Look, we love women," and every position of authority is played by a woman, and every villain is a white male, the patriarchy. And if you're a dark skinned man, you're always like this wimpy, soft character. It's just weird. It's just a weird rules that these crazy people have put in the world. So anyway, that's essentially the gender-driven show that Batwoman was, why it was created, and why it wasn't cancelled, because it's terrible ratings. But again, is Ruby Rose taking the fall? Let's continue reading. She's got some more. Thank you. She added, "Thank you, Peter Roth and Mark Pedowitz, who certainly didn't Me Too me or anyone. No, that didn't happen. And the teams at Warner Brothers and CW put so much into the show. Really, it looked pretty bad. It looked pretty bad from what I saw, and always believed in me. I don't think they really thought about you. I don't think they gave me a second thought, darling. I'm sorry. Thank you to everyone who made the series one a success. Okay, how would you define Series 1 as being a success? It got renewed, I guess. It got renewed for a second year, even though it had terrible ratings. But I think, okay, other than being an agenda-driven piece of crap, okay, I've only ever seen from Hills versus Babyface's reviews, where it says basically every episode was about Ruby Rose being a lesbian and not that much about her being Batwoman. It's all about who she would sleep this week, and if you're a lesbian, that made you a good character no matter what. And so they said, for next year, we're going to really play up this, and now we're going to have lesbian pirates. Yay! Now, I remember, okay, this is the third or fourth time I've spoken about Howard Stern in the last few days. It's weird, because I haven't spoken about him for ages. I used to listen to Howard Stern a lot. I used to really like him. And then I think it was around, a long time ago, like the Obama election, that I just had enough of him, relentlessly shilling, for this ideology. So I stopped listening to him. But I remember clearly there being this this porn movie it was highlighting. It had a bunch of porn stars on there called Pirates, right? It was about pirates, and like I guess a lot of lesbian. So it doesn't sound like he knew it, but the reason, well, there's many reasons stuck in my mind. Firstly, it's porn. This is why I avoid porn, by the way, because how old this is like 20 years ago. I remember it so clearly. So this is I don't avoid porn because I'm like, oh no, that's terrible. No, I avoid porn because I think it's awesome, and if I got into it, I'll be watching it all the freaking time. So I'm like really kind of firm not to watch any. But yeah, I remember it was really, what was it? I can't remember the name of anybody, but I remember I then watched they had an E show. That's how into how stoned I was. They had an E show and they had all the porn stars on it. I'm telling you, these women who were in it, they didn't look skanky, which blew my mind. They look kind of like they look like Hollywood royalty. They look very glamorous. And I was expecting. Okay, listen. Okay, we're going deep into my psyche right now. I didn't expect to go there. But I've always had this idea of porn in my head as being permanently stuck in like 1974. Like that squeaky music so I like whenever I see anything like that today or 20 years ago, I'm like, wow, that's changed. It's not like that at all. So anyway, okay. So they got lesbian pirates, but I was going to say, I think that's probably been done the best it's ever been done. Don't Google it. That's bad for you. It'll be very bad for you. Okay, fine. So it's a complete success. God, that was a real weird rabbit hole. I'm truly grateful. Okay, I'm glad you are for the success somehow. Okay, while Rose will not be returning, Berlanti Productions, CW, and Warner Brothers Television released a statement noting that they will recast the role of Batwoman. They specifically note that they will be looking for a member of the LGBTQ community to take the role. Why not look for a freaking actress? Again, why not look for an act? Like, who cares? Okay, Batwoman's not real. I don't want to let you know, Batwoman isn't real. Okay, there's no Batman. It's By the way, if you, I think it's on YouTube. But what was it? Portlandia had this episode once. What was it? I think it was Portlandia. Is where who was it? I can't remember the name of the couple. He was on Saturday Night Live. They get into Battlestar Galactica and they start like binge watching and they go crazy, binge watching, and eventually they like, oh, we got to be more. There's got to be more Battlestar Galactica when they get to the end. So they find James. Was it James Osmos, the guy played the dumb? Is that his name? And they're trying to get to make new Battlestar Galactica. He's like, and he says to him, none of this is real. I've never been into space before. So, same thing. Batwoman isn't real. Yeah, I understand the character is a lesbian. She doesn't need to be. Yeah, again. If you can get somebody to pretend to be a superhero, do you think you can get somebody to pretend to be a lesbian? I have the feeling that the Pirates movie I mentioned earlier, a lot of the women in it were also pretending to be lesbians as well. I'm not sure how committed they were to the LGBTQ plus lifestyle. Okay, fine. So they're looking for some of that for the role. God, how much longer does this stupidity go on for? The statement reads, Warner Brothers Television Productions thank Ruby Rose for her contributions to the success of the... Why are they calling it success? The success of the first season, and wish her the best. We wish her the best, and it's all your fault. It continues, the studio and network are firmly committed to Batwoman's second season. Well, they must be. Yeah, with those terrible ratings, you must be firmly committed to it, because it doesn't need to be any good at all. And the long-term future, and we, along with the show's talented creators, they're not talented. They don't mention talented if it with creative team. It just points a spotlight on how bad they are at their jobs. Okay, fine. Look forward to sharing the new direction, including casting new lead actress and a member of the LGBTQ community in the coming... Who cares? Oh, stop with your virtual segment. Rose did face backlash following her initial casting. It would seem led to a quit Twitter. However, she remained active on Instagram. Okay, so that seems to destroy her life. I actually don't understand why people were mad at her. I don't know anything about the damn show other than I saw her in the crossover and it wasn't very good. Her exit comes as a show experience flagging rating, you think, for a series network first season. The show premiered at 1.86 million, dismal ratings. 100 people turning in and a 0.47 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic. So nobody's interested. How much longer? Oh, God. Okay, it's nearly done. We're nearly done. It will fall to as low as 634. Yeah, I read all that. On its 17th episode, according to TV series. That's where I got the information from TV series finale. The lowest rating came with episode 11 at 0.15. Oh my God, really? Let's go back there. Was it episode 11? Where is it? Okay, let's count the episode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 0.674, but it's 0.634. Okay, really? Who cares? Who cares? Why am I driving myself crazy? With this, that doesn't matter. On 5. The show would marginally recover by the season finale, and mentioned with 739,000 viewers with a 0.20 rating. Despite the declining ratings towards the end of the season, the show still ranks as the fourth best show on the season. That's pretty bad. Okay, so you have this failing show that's your fourth best show. That I think that means your network isn't doing so well. Maybe if you just went back to making fun superhero shows without them being like, agenda-driven pieces of crap, you might get viewers again. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe. Deadline believes Rose is not exiting due to an onset injury. Oh, there's so many things going on. She had an onset injury, which nearly left her paralyzed. There's also a stunt person who was killed, I think, or injured. There was a GoFundMe for it. This production has not been a happy one. No speculation on why she's leaving the show was real. That could be. It really, really, really could be. It could be her injury. It could be the death of the stunt person. I can listen. There's a lot of reasons why you will want to get out this train wreck. What do you make of Rose leaving, exiting Batwoman? What do I make of it? Not really much, because I don't really care, which I think is the reason that most people didn't watch them. They just didn't really care. So there you go. It's the obligatory video I had to make because I'm a YouTuber. So, yeah, Batwoman, Ruby Rose has left Batwoman. Sayonara, baby. I was it as good for you as it was for me. My name is Sheila Betkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.